Bottom of the second, Hyun Kim. Off Clay Holmes. That's his first home run of the year. It's a 2-run homer. And the Dodgers lead 2-0. Meantime, Shohei Ohtani.
Let us not forget.
No.
He decided, was off, guys.
Yeah, he was. Well, I'm not going to hit today. MJ Melendez hit.
Hey, I was watching a minor league game the other day. Midday, MJ Melendez was throwing out bullets in that one. Comes up, he had their only 2 hits in the early going.
First earned run Ohtani had given up in 32 2/3 innings. However, D-Rode the fastball, 13 swings and misses on the fastball, 22 swings and misses in general. That is the most he's had in a regular season game in a Dodger uniform. 10 strikeouts, 6 innings of work. Bottom of the 6th, Teoscar Hernandez. It's 3-1 Los Angeles after the solo home run. Move to the 8th. Teo is up again. Slow roll to short. Francisco Lindor, the throw. Look at Teo busting it down the line.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't believe I'm going to say, I think Lindor needs a day. I know they have an off day. I think he needs another one.
Oh, by the way, Dalton Rushing, their backup catcher, hit his second grand slam in as many weeks. The Dodgers sweep the Mets. The Mets have lost 8 in a row. First career grand slam for Dalton Rushing. I had that backwards. But the Dodgers win 8-2.
Guys gotta start playing better. That's as simple as that. You know, they're too talented, but right now we're not seeing anything on the field. Like it's not got anything to do with preparation, with the work they put it in. We just got to go out there and do it.
It's one of those things where I don't think you look around and point fingers. You know, it's not just offense. You know, sometimes it's going to happen, and as pitchers, you know, we got to be better and win games. Obviously, tonight I wasn't good enough. I think everybody knows it's you know, once we get going, it's we're going to be good, and there's going to be a lot of momentum. It's just getting the ball rolling here. It's been tough here lately, but there's a lot of confidence in the people in here, and you know, I think we're going to get it going here.
I don't really wrap my mind around it. It's tough right now, so if we knew the answer, we'd do it. You know, but we'll keep working and trying to figure it out.
Nays was just telling me in my ear, by the way, here's a look at Ohtani, who reportedly is now focused. He wants to get into that Cy Young race, and why not? Look at the ERA leader since the start of last season. But real quick, the Mets have a day off today, then they go to Chicago. What kind of road trip is this?
From where?
From hell?
From Beelzebub.
I mean,
they better lock it in.
Yeah, because the Cubs just took a series from the Phillies, but
Ohtani, MJ Melendez gets them on the board, and then the next 4 fastballs, it was like 101.
He made him angry.
Shame on me. Joe Davis said something a couple of weeks ago that kind of stuck out, because I don't view Shohei Ohtani. I view Shohei Ohtani the offensive player. Mm-hmm. I do.
Wait.
I don't view him first as a pitcher. And Joe Davis said that his bread is buttered, like he sees himself as a pitcher first, hitter second.
Wow.
I would blur those lines, like as a fan watching the game. But you can't deny last night Dave Roberts got him off his feet from an offensive standpoint and allowed him to just strictly focus on pitching. The stuff that's coming out of this guy's right arm is just... It's legendary. Like, we watched Nolan McClain get on that mound the other night, and the ability to spin the ball was kind of like wiffle ball properties. Look at these pitches to Luis Robert. 3 different ways to take you apart, right? 7 different pitches, all different quadrants, 98 to 100 on his four-seam fastball, the ability to spin it, the split. The at-bat to Bo Bichette after he punches out Brett Beatty on this backdoor curveball. Whoop, there it goes. Now he gets Bichette. If anybody remembers going back to Game 7,
that's right.
Bichette shot him on a slider that kind of spun the zone. That was 89. This one was 82. But you could tell Bichette was on it. It's the same pitch. So he gets him down 0-2. And Ohtani pulls back and throws when we get back into it last night. Watch this split finger fastball. Watch the movement. I mean, that almost broke Will Smith's thumb, the way he had to catch that. So he's a top 5 pitcher on the mound, even though I don't give him enough props for the pitching because I love watching him mutilate baseballs the other way. But the numbers support it. ERA, he's first. Expected ERA, he's second.
And here's
he
one
wants
more.
a Cy Young. He's motivated by it.
So when Francisco Alvarez drew a walk to start the 5th, it was the first time Ohtani had walked the leadoff man since joining the Dodgers. What?
What?
I mean, that doesn't even, that's...
I don't know what the Mets are going to do because...
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little
Clay
bit
Holmes
later.
wasn't bad. They're just not hitting.
Dodgers have 14 wins at the top of the West. Of course they do. Who's at the top of the NL East? Your Braves look good.
So we round second, we head to third, and Shohei Ohtani on the mound yesterday for the Dodgers, and he didn't hit. Did it make him a better pitcher? Take a listen.
2 outs, bases empty. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shohei Ohtani strikes out the side in the 6th. He's up to 10 punch-outs in 6 strong, keeping the Dodgers ahead 2-1.
He's just got such good feel. And even his curveball wasn't great tonight as far as acquiring strikes, but the fastball was lifey and, you know, the sweeper, the split, you know, use that when he needed to. And so, yeah, just his ability to have the feel and, you know, the velocity is pretty remarkable.
そうですね。まあ1点取られた。It just added a little bit more intensity after they scored a run, but overall it felt really nice and easy and loose throughout the whole outing. So I think that's the reason why I threw a little harder.
You heard sound there from Dave Roberts talking about how lifey Shohei Ohtani was yesterday. That means that extra giddy up on his stuff, that extra movement late as it's coming home. Will Ireton also translating for Shohei Ohtani, talking about his fastball. And the example of lifey, Steve, after MJ Melendez had drove in the RBI in the middle of the game, Shohei got stronger. Like, when you talk about bringing that extra velo, 100 miles an hour, bringing it out in the 6th inning, impressive what he was able to do. Hit 100.2 and then 100.3 against Tommy Pham, right? Just blowing it by him. And then Lindor comes up. You get 100.1, 100.4 off of Francisco. And Francisco just has to smile after that point because you saw some extra velo come out. And I think that's the difference with Shohei. And some of these guys, like I think about Tarek Skubal, right? Guys that have it don't need to necessarily always use it, but when they need to, late in the game, they can go get it. I thought that was impressive yesterday. You're seeing some of the numbers on the 4-seam, got 13 whiffs and 30 swings on that pitch. It was his bread and butter, but what is most impressive is his ability to go 100-mile-an-hour fastball, then 70 with the curveball. So a 30-mile-an-hour difference as a hitter, Steve, that's the most difficult thing to prepare for because I want to be on time with 100, so I've got to get ready early. But then if I have to hold myself in a position to where I'm sitting trying to wait for 30-mile-an-hour difference, that's where I get off balance. And that's what he used to his advantage yesterday, dropping that curveball in at the right time. Dominant yesterday for Shohei.
Yeah, he ended up striking out the side in the 6th inning to get through the 10 strikeouts. And the first one was with the fastball, the strikeout. The second one with the split at 88 miles per hour, and then the curveball at 71.5. You know, and as a hitter, to be able to cover a 30-mile-per-hour differential with pitches that are moving with that kind of bite is very difficult to do, which is why the numbers indicate that. He gave up his first run at 32 2/3 innings pitch going back into last year. And he did not hit yesterday, and it's the first time since, 2021, I think, where he's pitched in a game and not been in the lineup as a hitter. And, you know, the Ohtani rule allows him to hit as a DH, pitch in the game, and then when he comes out of pitching, he can stay in as a DH. And they did not utilize that yesterday. And, oh, by the way, the guy that they did put in that spot, Dalton Rushing, he hit a grand slam. Like, come on, man. Can we not have Ohtani pitch one time or not hit when he's pitching, and then the guy he gets replaced with ends up hitting a grand slam? Now, where's the justice in that? Like, you think you're catching a break until you realize maybe they had the right guy in the lineup right there. Is Dalton Rushing going big fly with the bases loaded? I mean, that's just it's not right. The backup
It's just
catcher,
the luxury. of being
crazy.
the Dodgers. See, like, and it wasn't just rushing. Hee-Sung Kim also went deep in this one in the bottom of the second inning. So when you don't have certain guys available, it just seems like the depth of the Dodgers continue to crush other teams. And think about where the Mets are.